All right, everyone, live here on Facebook just before the 9 o'clock show. It's about 8:57. We're about 3 to 4 minutes out of our 9 o'clock show. Wanted to come on Facebook Live here to keep you updated here on this dangerous storm right now over Hamlin. This is very large hail, upwards of baseball-sized hail reported just to the west of Hamlin, moving through town right about now. You see this, this radar off the charts here showing black over Hamlin because of how heavy this thunderstorm is, and the hail core as well. This is the hail core here. We're showing upwards of baseball-sized hail pushing into Hamlin right now. I think it moved through Hamlin. So if you're in Hamlin, text us, make sure you're okay, or comment here on our Facebook page how large the hail was. Don't go outside if it is too dangerous. If you have any pictures, send it our way. But like I said, your safety is the most important thing. So don't do anything crazy. We don't need that picture that bad. But Route 83, south of Aspermont here, moving through Hamlin. This is now moving into northern Jones County. This is a very large hailstorm here, and that's why we're coming on Facebook Live, because people of Hamlin just went through a very large hail pushing that through, and I think it's still going on right now. It's moving now through into the east side of town. So the next stop here, as this continues to push on off to the east out of Hamlin over the next several minutes, is through northern Jones County here, and it's going to come up north of Anson. It will be north of you, but this is a severe thunderstorm warning is going to get extended here into northern Jones County to include the Stamford area over the next 30 minutes. So this is headed that way along Route 277 north of Anson towards Stamford, still showing very large hail. Upwards of baseball-sized hail moved right into Hamlin. It's now moving out of Hamlin. It's now moving towards the Stamford area. So that's the next location here under the gun for this large hail. Upwards of 4-inch size hail, baseball-sized, pushing through northern Jones County right now. So this is the storm we are tracking here. That's why we're going on Facebook Live shortly before the show starts. I think we still have about 2 minutes or so before we're live on Fox West Texas Live at 9. But once again, this is the hail core moving through Hamlin now. I think it's a little bit further than what this is suggesting here, but it's now on the east side of Hamlin, upwards of baseball size. So once again, if you got pictures, send it our way on our Fox West Texas Facebook page. Text us 325-655-6006. Make sure you're okay, and talk about what you just went through, because this is a very large hail core pushing through Hamlin now and through northern Jones County. So once again, after it moves through Hamlin, it's going to go through a relatively rural part of Jones County here. This is not a tornado. No tornado associated with this storm. This is a hailstorm, but it's still dangerous. When baseballs are falling from the sky, you have to be careful. So that's what we're looking at here. It's going to move east of Hamlin towards Stamford along Route 277 north of the Anson area. So that's one storm there. We're also tracking the cell a little bit further off to the south. Fisher and Nolan counties headed into Capitola. This one's also producing some hail north of Sweetwater. Not nearly as large as the other cell, but still some quarter-sized hail moving towards the Longworth area. We're about to go live on Facebook, or live on Fox West Texas Live at 9 here in about less than a minute. That's why I'm backtracking here. But we're going to have the very latest on this storm coming up at the top of the show, but want to come live on Facebook. Once again, Hamlin, it's moving through you now, moving east of you along Route 83, headed towards Route 277 near Stamford. All right, we're about 30 seconds out. I may get quiet for a second here. So once again, text us. If you're in Hamlin, let us know how you're doing. We got to go live on air real quick. Once again, foxwtx.com, 325-655-6006. We're going live on air just now.
It's a time to support local nonprofits. San Angelo and Abilene gives back for another year. Summer is upon us, and people restless from the pandemic are ready to get out. Experts say if you are planning a vacation, there are some things you need to know. And
all right, welcome everyone to Fox West Texas Live at 9. We're tracking a very dangerous situation ongoing right now north of Interstate 20. This is now into Jones County, moving out of Fisher County, headed into Hamlin. We had upwards of baseball-sized hail moving through Hamlin a few minutes ago. It's now pushing on off to the east. This is a very dangerous storm, not a tornado warning, but severe thunderstorm warning here for northeastern Fisher County. It's pretty much out of Fisher County now. Jones County, northern Jones County until 9:15. This will get extended a little bit further off to the east here. It's going to go north of Anson along Route 83 between Hamlin and Anson. Don't want to be driving this stretch of road right now. And you also don't want to be going north out of Anson, Route 277 towards Stamford. Very dangerous cell pushing on off to the east. Once again, 3 to 4 inch hail. This is baseball size hail that just moved through Hamlin, moving eastward now to Route 277. The next towns in line here are Stamford and Pastura. So if you're in Pastura, you want to be in your safe place right now. As many walls in between you and the outdoors as possible, away from windows. Not a tornado, but this is a dangerous hailstorm that continues to push on off to the east here in northern Jones County. So if you're in Hamlin, you're in Pastura, you're in Stamford, get to your safe place. Text us 325-655-6006. If you have any pictures, we'd love to see them as long as you can do it in a safe manner. That's the most important thing. Don't want to get hurt while you're taking photos, so make sure to have it be in a safe spot before you take any photos, or don't put yourself in harm's way because the picture's not that important. But a baseball-sized hail moving through Hamlin. Pastura is next, headed towards Stamford. We're also tracking one more severe thunderstorm a little bit further to the south. This is Fisher and Nolan County, so South Fisher County, northern Nolan counties, includes Sweetwater. It's going to go eastbound here, north of Sweetwater. Capitola is the next town in line for this. This is pushing eastward towards Interstate 20 and towards Merkel. This storm, a little bit less hail, pea-size up to quarter-size hail here in southern Fisher County, and this is moving on off to the east as well. Next location here is Longworth, but the bigger one, like I mentioned, as a backtrack real quick, is the one in Hamlin. Baseball-sized hail just moved into Hamlin. It's now pushing on off to the east. It's going to go north of Anson, Route 83 here between Hamlin and Anson, and then towards Stamford. So Pastura, Stamford are the next in line for this very dangerous cell right now. Not tornado warned, but it is a large hailstorm pushing on through. Once again, text us 325-655-6006. As long as you could do it in a safe manner, and we'll have the very latest on these cells coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Joe, for that weather update. The news we have all been waiting for. The city of San Angelo announced Monday the removal of the do not drink notice in the northern industrial area of the city. However, Utilities Director Allison Strube says they will continue to monitor the issues because they have not found the source of the problem.
They were unable to locate the specific source, but we are continuing to sample in the northern industrial area as well as the Paulan area. So we are pulling those samples weekly and sending those off for verification. And the areas still today remain valved off.
The area that is valved off will not be able to circulate back into the community. Strube says they are also implementing a new rigorous backflow to make sure this problem does not happen again. The 7th annual San Angelo Gives event begins in just a few hours, and local nonprofit organizations are amped to receive support from the West Texas community.